How's it going? Did you know that anyone that plays Tarkov PVE is a fucking pussy? You're the fucking problem. If you don't believe me, just ask AquaFPS.
You guys are kind of at making this worse.
Okay, jokes aside, I want to preface two things. First, I love Tarkov. I've been playing this game since 2018. I have over 3,000 hours in this game. I clearly love it. And while I know Nikita is getting kicked in the dirt, and there's certainly justification for criticism, I'm not adding to the dogpiling here. Clearly, this game is awesome. It has something no other game has, or we wouldn't all be playing it so fanatically. Secondly, AquaFPS is freaking awesome. He's incredibly humble, very entertaining. But I'm gonna lay into you a little, Aqua, and I hope you don't take offense to the challenge. This is all for the betterment of the game, right? So like I said, I started playing Tarkov in 2018. And I played it for thousands of hours until I finally dropped it in 2022. I couldn't take it anymore. I had a terrible job, and coming home just to boot up a game where my evening was filled with defeat, it just wasn't interesting anymore. I didn't love it anymore. So I went on to play things that I'd always loved: Diablo 2 Resurrected and World of Warcraft, Helldivers, all kinds of stuff. And I'd still probably be playing those games if PVE Tarkov hadn't come back. But one thing bothers me about this video Aqua said.
Before that, I know what you're gonna say. I already know. I have a full-time job. I don't have time for Tarkov. That's why I went to PVE. Well, guess what, Hotshot? You just signed yourself up for a second job because you removed all the undulating peaks and valleys of excitement from the game. You're now just going through the motions, playing the game like a slightly more interactive slot machine, taking advantage of absolutely broken AI, but now you're working for this guy. Congratulations on the second boss.
Oh my god, is he right? I need to think about this. I guess I'll go do some Mephisto runs while I contemplate. If what Aqua says is true, that Tarkov PvE is just farming AI for loot, there's no way that could be fun. Wait a second. Isn't that what all games are already? I mean, Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, Baldur's Gate. Most of the things you're doing are because an AI told you to do it, and most of the resistance you're facing is AI. See, part of the problem is that everyone plays different games for different reasons, and while PvP Tarkov is certainly more interesting, that doesn't necessarily make it better. I mean, I have to be frank here. Aqua, you're not bad at the game because you lack accuracy. It's what you and I in CSGO would call game sense that you lack. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at this death you suffered in Shoreline.
I am not particularly good at this game, as we all know. Which way is 216?
Alright, Aqua. Did you die because you were bad? Well, sure, but bad at what? Shooting? No. You can hit your shots. What precisely was bad about that? Your game sense. You didn't really know where you were going, you're asking directions, and there's an absolute absence of crosshair placement. You didn't get killed because the other player was better at shooting than you. You got killed because that player had his entire lifetime to line up his shot while you just stared off at the sky bridge and shoreline. Which brings me to my next point. General Sam said it best.
There are two types of Tarkov players, the Chads and the Rats. Rats play a different game, a totally different game.
We'll get into that more later, but truth be told, it's been a long time since I've played Tarkov PvP. I guess really before I can continue, I probably need to jump back in there. Ah, fuck. Okay, here we go. Holy shit, fuck you, Santa. No, 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 no. Fuck you, Tagilla. Alright, I admit it. I've been having a blast on PvP. But I also have to add, PvE definitely sharpened my skills. Well, mostly. Like, check out this headshot. Nice. But just a couple seconds later, and this happened. Damn. Why'd I do that? Why indeed? Well, the answer is because I got complacent, and complacency kills in Tarkov. See, everyone's playing a different game at a different time in every raid. Some people are rushing points of interest, some people are sniping, and others are ratting. Everyone has a different objective. PMC kills, loot, killing a scav boss, while at the same time they have the same goal, surviving. Which is why Aqua got caught gopping in Shoreline. But let me show you something. In this Ground Zero raid, I make a decision others might not have. Check it out. So I killed this guy and immediately start getting shot by someone else, causing me to fall back. I have to make a decision. What should I do? Easy. I ran away. Why would I go back in there and face a barricaded PMC when I can just leave? I mean, sure, their loot would be nice, don't get me wrong, but what's nicer is getting the stuff that I need and getting the hell out of there. So, at the end of the day, I ran like a bitch. But, to be fair, sometimes you can't always do that. The
Any
the
goodies?
guy down there, there should be a guy around your level. He's got some decent stuff in his backpack.
There's like a scav here who's just like standing there, not moving.
Oh,
I shot him, but he didn't.
yeah, that's a glitch. That's a loot glitch. I don't know why it does that. He's dead for me.
Oh yeah, he's a. Yeah, wait. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's alive for me. It's weird. So, you have 8 minutes.
I do. And it's to you.
You said, oh yeah, but I mean, I'm a scav. I don't really care if I get out or not.
GG. See what I mean? Even the scav acknowledged the disparity between the games we're playing, our objectives, and our investments. While, yeah, we're all playing the shooty game, he's invested nothing and he's just kind of picking stuff up off the ground, whereas I am invested. If I die, I lose everything, and I'm also picking up things off the ground. Whereas other people might be trying to locate the hard drive and get it back for mechanic, etc., etc. Everyone has varying degrees of investment and loss, and it kind of makes me think that Tarkov has an identity crisis. What do I mean by identity crisis? I mean, specifically an identity crisis. Tarkov is trying to be so many things. A hyper-realistic shooter, a horror game, a survival sim. I think Pestily calls it an immersive sim. And I tend to agree, except that I'm brought immediately out of immersion whenever I shoot a scav in the head and they ignore it and kill me. My point is, Aqua, and anyone else that plays Tarkov PvP, is that, well, yeah, there are better times to fight. There are better choices that you could make, probably. But for the most part, the problem isn't you. It's the fact that you're doing a quest that has you stand at the top on a ledge in the factory while other people have quests to kill you. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I mean, it's effectively like headbutting the sidewalk. But PvE is the immersive sim. Let me show you. This is fucking incredible. I guess my point is, Tarkov PvP hasn't changed, regardless of the existence of PvE. PvP has always been a miserable, unforgiving, punishing hellscape that you have to play perfectly. And even if you do, you're still entirely vulnerable to dozens of factors outside of your control. That's the game. There's always been cheaters, hackers, chads, timmies, whatever else. And you've always played the same way you always have. But I'm going to concede a point to you, Aqua. You requested at your video that people give Tarkov PvP another shot. And I did. And I had a fucking blast. So, I'm probably going to keep playing. Probably going to start streaming it a little bit too once I get back into my YouTube channel. The entire intent of my YouTube channel, Video Games for Glory, was simply to give myself 3 days, like a rental period, to beat a game from the olden days. And I kind of fell off with that, but I think I'm going to be playing some Tarkov, streaming some Tarkov, because I hate myself, but I'll give you that. Really, at the end of the day, you got exactly what you wanted, you dirty bastard. That's all I've got for you. Whatever battlefield you're on, go for glory. Off the monster out.